on this episode of My Life on MTV.
The space, MTV, it goes together.
From fresh-faced rookies on the music scene
By 17, I had my first hit record, and that's when it all started.
to full-fledged global superstars.
You guys went from being like normal teenagers to huge stars really quickly.
The Jonas Brothers and Usher have grown up before our MTV watching eyes.
I think I'm a superstar.
I love them!
Yeah! The chart-topping music videos and heart-stopping live performances have made them some of the hottest and best-selling performers of all time.
The Jonas Brothers!
Usher.
We're busting open the archives,
We're gonna go hard.
sharing everything they did for our cameras only.
There's nothing like it.
This is My Life on MTV.
You're definitely in for a surprise.
Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll.
Hello, I'm Nick. I'm Kevin. I'm Joe, and we're the Jonas Brothers.
Your family tree has nothing on this.
When we didn't believe in ourselves as a band and brothers, you guys stuck with us through the thick and thin.
I'm feeling so cool.
They have style, they have swag.
Damn it, I'm feeling so cool.
The Jonas Brothers must have been slaying the game since day one, right?
Hey everybody, this is the Jonas Brothers. Yeah!
There's a brand new boy band of brothers about to break big. These New Jersey natives have already opened for the likes of Jesse McCartney and the Backstreet Boys.
Our dream came true in that day.
The Joe Bros' big dreams didn't come true overnight.
Wish I had a song on MTV.
All icons gotta start somewhere.
Follow me.
Kevin, Joe, and Nick grew up in Wyckoff, New Jersey.
Our dad was a pastor at a church in Wyckoff, so I guess we've always been around music.
But the Big Apple was calling, and these Jersey boys were headed straight to Times Square.
You guys went from being like normal teenagers to huge stars really quickly.
It actually started with Nick.
Nick Jonas kicked off his career at age 7.
I did Broadway for about 4 years. It was good training, for what I do now.
By 11, Nick had a record deal, but it wasn't a solo deal for long.
Me and Kevin were like, hey Nick, can we write a song with you? We wrote a song called Please Be Mine. It was actually really good.
Can't stop my heart from calling you. It's calling you.
We asked the A&R guy, could we just play it for you? I mean, he absolutely loved it and wanted to sign us as a brother group that day.
After a year, the Jonas Brothers hit a major milestone.
When I was 17, I went to TRL for the first time.
Love the Jonas Brothers! Yes!
Looking out that window and seeing fans that we didn't even know we had was possibly the coolest thing that happened to us.
I'm at TRL. Like, what? That's crazy.
That's when it all felt like, oh my gosh, this could happen.
Your debut album, It's About Time, coming out, and the first single off of your guys' album is called Mandy.
Is there a real Mandy?
There is. We grew up with like best friends, but then Joseph dated her. They broke up. It's all good. He's single.
The brothers were taking over TRL, and the world had no choice but to stand.
And you guys have sold out the Garden, right, for all 3 of these nights, which is absolutely amazing.
The fact to be able to play Madison Square Garden and sold it out, it's like all of our dreams coming true.
And to top it off, it's going to be streaming live on MTV.com.
The band's stint at Madison Square Garden lasted for 3 nights, but they got nice and comfy at TRL.
We hosted for, I think, a week back in 2008.
The Jonas Brothers fans have taken over Times Square.
Please send me out. I want to meet that so badly. Times Square is shut down.
I absolutely love you guys. And my
Thank you.
question's for Nick, who's the most competitive and who's the biggest sore loser.
I think you take both those categories, though.
I think he does. Question for me, Joe.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nick.
Seemed like the Joe Bros were living their best life in the summer of '08, but it was about to get better.
Does anyone here know that we're gonna play at this year's Video Music Awards?
The The night started with Teen Titan Taylor Swift co-signing the band on the red carpet.
We've got my favorite people on the planet. We've got the Jonas Brothers here. You guys are nominated for Video of the Year, which is pretty insane.
They were also up for the Best Pop Video of the Year, but both Moon Men went to Britney.
Cute.
But there's no time to be salty when your debut VMA performance awaits.
It was my favorite performance of the night. It was a rock show.
By the end of 2008, the band sold over 8 million albums worldwide and were gaining millions of fans on the daily.
My shirt says, "Will you marry me, Nick?"
They're crazy, fanatic, amazing fans.
We woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, and we just really love them so much.
All right, you're going upstairs.
They're the best. They're the reason that we're doing what we're doing.
Oh, yeah, it's real.
With Joe Bro Mania going full throttle by 2009, the brothers dropped a new album.
Titled Lines, Finds, and Trying Times. This is the fourth, and according to the guys, most personal Jonas Brothers studio project yet.
We went through a lot, you know, in our personal lives and also musically.
And with the new album comes a new look.
Don't you think they dress really well?
Yes, they definitely do.
They've got like the best outfits on ever.
Trend alert, trend alert.
We pick our own clothes and we come together, and sometimes it just looks insane together, but then sometimes when it just clicks, it clicks.
After Joe hit the flat iron and Kevin unleashed his curls,
That's my look, you know, I thought it was so cool, but hey, whatever.
the boys were all glowed up.
I'm usually the one who will go for the colorful stuff.
I am the most hip-hop.
The band style wasn't the only thing changing.
Joe Jonas is dropping his very first solo album.
Being able to have a little time off from the Jonas Brothers to work on this solo project has been amazing.
Nick also came to MTV with plans for his solo project.
So I heard you have a dream job that doesn't involve music.
I do. I've always dreamed of opening a deli.
The primary focus will be on me doing some side producing and songwriting, and Kevin has some really exciting projects coming up as well.
I just want to explore every option.
Kevin and his wife Danielle starred on a reality show, and then
You recently announced that you and your wife Danielle are expecting. Congrats.
Thank you so much. We're really, really excited.
in 2012, the Joe Bros were back in the studio.
Once you travel a lot by yourself, you start to realize how much you miss those experiences and touring. Maybe some more Jonas Brothers stuff soon.
It was family forever until it wasn't.
We just reached a point where we weren't creating the kind of music that we needed to create to really progress. It wasn't really healthy.
I can't really breathe and I don't have my inhaler.
Literally feels like it came out of nowhere, like a bird in the sky just pooped on my shoulder. We all thought it was a joke. I truly believe that it's Nick's fault.
The Joe Bros might have been no more, but they stayed on MTV's radar with huge solo hits like Nick's Joe smashed the charts and got us all on the DNCE train with their track Cake by the Ocean. The brothers lived the solo life for 6 years, gaining some very special +1s along the way, and fans couldn't let go.
Why? We're upset about it.
So many people who waited for them.
Whatever it is you're going through, we hope you one day come back together and stay the Jonas Brothers that the world loves.
Then, a miracle happened.
They're back. My guests today are no strangers to TRL, the Jonas Brothers.
I'm a sucker for you.
The Jonas Brothers returned to a familiar place with their new album, Happiness Begins.
Times Square has not looked like that on a TRL Top 10 in quite some time. We're very excited here.
That feels good, right?
This is a really important place for us. Being on TRL, be able to see our songs start to chart, there's nothing like it.
Jonatics ate the album up, and Sucker got the guys their first #1 single ever.
Sucker for you.
Yeah. That year's VMAs went down for the first time in New Jersey.
How does it feel to be home?
It was pretty good to be home, to be back here playing in New Jersey after 11 years on the VMAs together again. It feels pretty good.
Unbelievable. They're going crazy. Say hi.
Just the thought of a reunion had fans shook, but the guys still had to decide what to perform.
I think we should play none other than Burnin' Up.
Okay, throwback.
Burnin' Up, our first ever video nominated for VMA. We lost. Just a reminder.
But that didn't stop them. From Jersey's famous Stone Pony, they solidified their status as comeback kings. Jonas Brothers were officially back.
Best Pop.
And the VMA goes to the Jonas Brothers!
They won their first VMA ever, which only took 13 years.
This award is dedicated to all the fans that believed in us. Thank you, we love you. Thank you.
You ain't trying to be wasting time on stupid people in
The Bros showed off their better halves with the release of their What a Man Gotta Do video, featuring the first ladies of Jonas, Danielle, Sophie, and MTV Joe Bro moments.
Oh, we love you, MTV. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Rewind it back. And he leveled up fast.
The vibe really didn't work, so we started moving in another direction. Wanna lead, wanna wear you like that?
I
Start
love
a
this
new
song.
relationship with you. Babyface Stevie Wonder, Donny Hathaway, just a couple of people that I listen to. That's the way that you better yourself. If you study legends, then, I mean, there's a possibility you could turn into a legend.
I do any and everything you want to make your
One of the more colorful videos on MTV, My Way from Usher, comes in at number 7 on Total Request Live.
Usher had found his voice as an artist, and his record sales exploded.
At 17, I had my first hit record, and that's when it all started.
Performing at the VMAs, Usher was quickly becoming a household name and a hit-making powerhouse with no signs of stopping.
MTV Live, this is Usher gearing up for 1998 spring break here in Jamaica.
It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my crop top. Who's in the streets? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got a real pretty little thing that's waiting for me.
What I want to do is bring R&B soul music back to the forefront.
Ladies, we got Usher in the house. His CD 8701 dropped.
So it was no surprise that fans at TRL knew all the words.
Wouldn't believe all the other things you want me to. This is why I just can't get.
Yo, what's the deal? This is Lala coming at you from the Confessions album release Friday. The album is unbelievable.
Confessions #1 in the country this week for 5 weeks, man. Y'all have no idea how happy I am, man. This is a beautiful moment in my life, y'all.
Track, yeah, the VMA stage in 2004. And his night was about to get even better.
And the Moon Man goes to...
My A-Town boys, Usher, Lil Jon, and Ludacris, yeah!
The Atlanta trio took home Moon Men for Best Dance and Best Male Video.
I'ma say it before Lil Jon get up here.
Yeah! And Best Album at the EMAs.
I want to thank all of my fans for all of your support.
And he did it in person.
How you doing?
You made this the most memorable day of my life.
Thank you. Come on.
Throughout his career, MTV was more than happy to usher in fans. up close and personal.
Fans mean a lot to you.
I spend more time thinking about my fans than I think about myself.
When was it that you first realized that you were famous?
I think when the lady ran after the bus butt naked, that's when I realized, you know what, it's on and popping, and it's not gonna stop.
Don't leave your girl around me, true player for real. That's my for real.
This is flavor, you know what I mean? Just opening up something new, you know what I mean?
From sporting goggles.
Ever went skiing?
No, I've actually never went skiing. What, you know, we do it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Ridiculous.
To blinged out Jordans.
I collect like mad Jordans. I have every Jordan ever.
And in the years since, Usher has traded in his goggles for a more mature look, always stepping up his swag. Like when he showed up to the 2004 VMAs in the ultimate accessory.
It's 7 o'clock on the yacht. I'm in my drop top, cruising the sea.
I tell you what, you know how to make an entrance.
Yeah, man.
And what better place to punk a fashion icon than a ritzy LA clothing store?
All right, so he has this. Watch him in the bag now. Bag goes into the bag. We're doing a radio spot in 2 days.
Are you suggesting that I perform to compensate for him stealing this merchandise?
This is $522.
I'm worth a little bit more than $522.
Usher, you've just been punked.
But there were no hard feelings.
Hey, it's always good to be home.
Usher's Slow Jam Love in This Club became his 8th #1 single and the fastest rising song of his career. Usher rode that success, but didn't stop there.
No, this is actually the studio where we do it.
He headed back into the lab just a couple years later to create something completely out of the box.
We're gonna do it like we did it last time, but even better.
The evolution of Usher continued when he tore up the stage at the 2010 VMAs with the new electropop sound.
Physically, emotionally, I put into it in a creative, artistic way.
Said it ain't what you do,
In recent years, he's been collaborating with artists like Nicki Minaj,